right, guys, welcome back. Can you guys see me? Hold on, let me just move this, move the curtain a little bit. Our next guest hails from the parish of St. Catherine, and they are heating up the runway with a few fashionable pieces, right? Joining us this morning are the students of Charlemont High, Chevenise Davis, Daniel Watson, Martina Nation, and their teacher, Sasheen White, who are going to have to help me take this off because, listen to me, it is as heavy as it look, right? They're here to show us a few of their creation. Wow. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I feel like I'm at Met Gala, though, seriously. All these creations, imagine you're doing this at school. This is incredible. Wow. All right. So let's start with Teach. Teach, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing well.
Okay. Fashion at this level with these students. I mean, when I was going to high school, this was a little bit unheard of. We're making napkins and, stuff like that, little embroidery here and there. Tell us about, is this a class? What is this about?
It's a class.
It's a class. Which class?
It's textile school and fashion class, where, we used to home economics.
Right.
So it's an umbrella of home economics. And so I decided to do this project because for me, I hate to be bored in the classroom. And if I'm going to be in an area such as this one, then why not showcase the talent?
Well, this don't look boring at all. I tell you, no,
Exactly.
seriously. We're talking about at this level, you have designers in Jamaica who are being engaged by, persons who, like myself, will host events or will go to these events, award show, etc. And they're creating these pieces for a lot of money and they take a whole heap of time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but let's talk about how it is that, they were in terms of their reception to when you told them that they're going to be making pieces at this level. Were they open to it? Are they thinking to themselves, this is hard, ma'am, like we're not supposed to be making stuff at this level?
Well, definitely they were not saying that they were not supposed to be.
Okay.
And they would have had experience in terms of seeing students before them because we do this project every year. So every year as a part of our subject, we do a major fashion show, which is a part of their grade as well. And the students get to identify a piece that they like. I would vet it and pass it, and once it is passed, then we move on to production. And then at the end of that, they showcase it in a fashion show to the wider school population.
Oh my God, you were a designer before you went into the classroom.
That's what I studied at school, at
Okay,
college.
well, there we go. Now it all makes sense. Okay, so for the project, who was the winner coming out of this project?
Okay, so for this year, we have Chevenise Davis, who came out on top based on a number of criteria. And this is just one off because this year they made a line.
Okay.
So each student would have selected 4 pieces and they would have produced 4 pieces that they would have modeled for the population.
Well, congratulations to you, ma'am. How are you feeling? Seriously, look at this piece, so lovely. How long did this piece take to come together?
It took a while.
Yes. Couple months.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because what? You had to find the material and then find the other bits and pieces, the trimmings, etc.
Yeah, and I had to make these flowers by hand.
Okay. Did you mock up this design yourself?
Most of it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, what were you going for? Talk to me like a fashion designer now. Tell me what you're going for.
I was going for something different from what I would normally go for. And I just thought that the flowers would just bring off the outfit more.
No, absolutely, it did. Seriously. I mean, congratulations again to you, Chevenise. Absolutely gorgeous. Danielle, who's Danielle?
Hi.
Danielle, you and this hat though, D, I swear, people are going to be calling us at 926-1100 asking us where they can pick this up, which store we can pick this up. Talk to us about this piece though.
Okay, so this is a tubular long sleeve dress, and I made the hat to go with it because the name of my line was covered and I don't really like to show my face, so I was saying why not come up with something that can hide a bit. So I decided to.
Danielle, look at you pretty, but you don't like showing your face. What do you mean? Jeez, yo. I know, I love it though. The hat looks like the most technical piece there, right? Was it?
It was a bit challenging, but it was very fun making it though.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Oh my gosh, man. Martina,
Hi.
this dress, you sure did for someone away and carried come here because I cannot believe you made this dress.
I made it.
Oh my gosh, tell us about it, my darling. You created the design and the tail and everything?
Actually, this was my first dress. I did it in grade 9. Yeah. So this is a mermaid sequins dress with ruffles at the hemline and the bust line, and the ruffles are made from tulle fabric. Yeah. So this is one I'm most proud of because I made it back in grade 9 when I wasn't doing textiles. So yeah.
Martina said this is her first design. I
Yes,
cannot
so-
believe this. I don't even want to show you my first design, okay? Because it don't look anything at all like this. Seriously, Martina, you know that people have this particular, dress with almost, similar to this whole design here, selling for a lot of money inside their stores. I wonder if you know what it is. Seriously, so you're setting them up really for a life that's, if they wanted to take it on a professional level, yeah.
That's the aim, because for me, I have so much testimonies for what things like textiles have done for me. And so whenever I have students coming to me at grade 10 especially, I introduce the subject to them in such a way where they can market themselves out there, despite whatever career path that they may take. This is something that they can always come back to and can be done in their free
Yeah,
time.
love that. You're telling us about the areas or the criteria that you're looking for when you made this dress the #1 piece, right? What were some of the things that you were looking for as the teacher and the judge, really? You were everything in this one.
Well, yes, and I also had other persons come in to
Help
judge
you,
them as
yeah.
well. So we look at the technicality of it, the detailing, how of neatness and how they do all of this throughout the process, because when we do these skills, it also helps them as they prepare for their external examination for CXC.
Right.
So
but everybody is a pass and get grade 1, man. Like, seriously, like, come on. Hey, what I'm going to tell you guys after you make such amazing pieces. We're looking at some as well on screen. Are these pieces a part of this year's project?
yes.
Yeah? Okay, tell us
Because
about them.
What we did now, this is the group, by the way, that I have more success with. So they would have done that, like what is being projected now. That was for Heritage Day back in October. So we used the bandana there. Everybody had to use bandana. And then we did pieces for Jamaica Day. We utilized the colors, right? And at different times we're called upon when anything is happening at the school to add a little flair, a little pizzazz.
Oh, a little pizzazz. Hello.
Right.
You know what I love about this, though? I have to tell you how interesting the designs are, because normally when you see bandana pieces, you're thinking, oh, it's just long and there's no creativity to it. But you're looking at frills and all of these different stuff that are pretty technical work, though.
Yes,
Seriously.
They really put out the time and the interest, and sometimes, especially when we're working on the final project, such as this one,
Yeah.
we're there until even night.
Oh, my
As you know,
gosh.
it's crunch time and next day's presentation.
Yeah.
But yes, they really do put in the work.
Yes, I have a model for you. I want to bring in my model. Model, can you please come onto the runway, please? We just want to, just want to test out this hat. It's we're trying to see if it works with his outfit. It's bringing me back to a Cinco de Mayo time, I feel like this is giving it Cinco de Mayo. You just need two margarita now in your hand,
Move
Freddie.
the hands. You can't have the hands like that.
Never can you see me? How many fingers is it? Oh, Lord. Lose all the voice. Mercy me. Well, my darling, for the persons who may be watching and they're feeling themselves inspired to take on clothing and textile and home economics, and because sometimes when you hear about these subjects, you're thinking, this is boring, man, some household stuff. What would you say to them?
Well, go for it.
Yeah.
You won't regret it, that's for one. And there's a wide range of opportunities to be had from doing home economics in general, not just textiles, but we have a lot of skills that you can gain from doing home economics. And so I always encourage, and sometimes I try to drag them into the area, because my aim is also to grow the area. So,
You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Fantastic job. Ladies, anybody want to take this further? You want to get into it professionally?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah? All right, Madame Martina, I'm going to look out for your designs, but congratulations to all of you. Thank you for being here with us this morning. Nevs, you okay?
Adios.
Listen to me, man. I think he's going to stay like this for the rest of the show, guys. Well, that was students from Charlemont High, Chevanice Davis, Daniel Watson, Martina Nation, and their teacher, Sasheen White. Coming up next, we get some graceful treats in our small kitchen studios.
I feel like we get locked up.
Open it and come out. No, it suits you well. Fantastic work, man. Gosh, nice pieces.
Well
absolutely
done.
gorgeous. A star teacher. This is good.
Big thing in our midst.